Hey, good morning, guys. This is Ursula, the Harvey Container Gardener. Yep, I'm out here early in the morning trying to get a little work done before the sun gets high up in the sky. And y'all, we start feeling the heat down here in southeast Louisiana. So I hope everyone is having a great day today. I am working on another project. Y'all, that's what gardening right now to me is, doing a little small project, going inside and getting a little air, cooling off, and I might come back out here and do another project. That's how I've been gardening, y'all, because it is too hot right now to stay outside and do a whole lot at one time. So let me show you guys the project I've been working on. All right, so this row right here down the center, I have bell pepper plants. Then all of these down here is tomato plants, and then at the very end is another bell pepper. So these tomato plants, because they're outside, they're not inside the crop cage, I knew that, you know, hornworms will probably be on there. Started seeing a lot of strip leaves, and I knew I had to take action, y'all. So I got in here and I trimmed a lot of the leaves back. I found four tomato hornworms in there. So I had to come up with a solution in order for me to be able to see what's going on over here and to see what's going on the back side, because I wasn't able to get back here. As y'all can see, I have moved these little pots over here, so now I can walk back here and I can see what's going on behind the tomatoes. The bean plants that I had right here, I have moved them over here. So the next thing I did was, the tomato plants were like all over the place, falling all over. I had to get them to where they can stand up and I can do what I needed to do. So I went ahead and I had these boards. These were originally going to be made out of a trellis, but because I had the bamboo, I didn't need them, so they kind of just been hanging around. So I thought about it, and I have a tomato cage on this bell pepper. I have a tomato cage down here on that last bell pepper on the end. So I went ahead and just put the boards across, made sure the tomato plants were held up, and I just tied it with some twine. Nothing fancy. And on this side, I did the same thing. Put the board up here, tied it, and it goes all the way down here. So now the tomato plants, I can see them. They're standing up. They're not just leaning over all over the place. And I can see where some new little tomatoes are starting to come in. And before, it was so overgrown, I could barely see tomatoes. So that's one project that I worked on. The other project is these three little pots with the cucumbers in. These are the succession cucumbers that I planted. So let's walk over here. And I'm sorry, y'all, if the sun is in the way, because it is coming up. So these three pots right here are the pots that the cucumbers were in. Well, actually four. That's the one on the end that I said I'm probably not going to use. But these three have been cleaned out. All of the roots have been taken out. I went ahead and fluffed up the soil, added all-purpose fertilizer, bone meal, added some perlite. So these three pots are ready. I can go ahead and plant something in them. Maybe later today. I don't want to plant, up pot them and plant them right now because it's going to be a hot one today. So maybe later on this evening I'll get back out and I'll do that. So another project, let's go behind the greenhouse. Not a project, I just want to show you guys. This is the okra. I've been taking okras off of here for the last couple of days, and we have some more, not quite big enough yet. Some back here. So we have a few of them on here. But this is the other project that I was working on. So this is the bed that the corn was in. Went ahead and took the corn up, kind of fluff out the soil a little bit and just put the mulch back on top. I think I'm gonna take that plastic and I'm gonna just drape over it so that the soil can be okay and not get burned by the sun until I get ready to put something in this raised bed. All right, so while we back here, just want to show y'all that is the sweet potatoes. Still have 3 bags. And with this, what I did was, you know, I recently harvested a sweet potato grow bag, and it wasn't quite as big as I would like them to be. So I went ahead and got some bone meal, added bone meal to each one of the grow bags, and then I watered it with some more bloom, which has potassium and phosphorus. So hopefully that will help in the development of some nice sweet potatoes. All right, y'all, we're just gonna take a walk in here. I'm not gonna harvest anything up in here yet, but just to show y'all, we got some nice bell peppers up in here. Let's see, this side has some nice bell peppers, not quite as big as I want them to get, and these are the yellow ones, so these are gonna turn. So once they turn, we'll get them. The ones over here are the red. Once they turn, we'll get them. These are the green ones, so I won't have to wait for them to turn. And there's one way back here forming. We have some over here that's starting to form. And y'all, all of this is just tomato plants. Not really doing too much right now, but we're gonna keep hope alive. There's a couple of little cherry tomatoes on here. I went ahead and put this one in a organza bag because it seems like every time they start to turn, something comes and get them. I'm not sure what it is, but you know, we have a few. It's not a lot. It's not producing a whole lot, but we have some. But I need to get in here and trim back some of these leaves because it's like a jungle in here. All right, so y'all, that has been the projects that I've been working on here and there, trying to get a little bit done. Y'all can barely see the screen. The sun is in it. Okay, there it is. Let me show y'all one more thing I've been working on. All right, so strawberries, I moved them over here. They're looking good. I don't know, these are some strawberries I planted from seed. They're alpine. They're not supposed to get that big, so I haven't seen a strawberry yet. I've been seeing like these little tiny flowers, but no strawberry as of yet. So still have some green onion that I need to go ahead and do a harvest on so I can dehydrate that. Green onion and chives over here. This bottom row, they need to come up. This is the only thing that's really still growing is a Swiss chard. Everything else just needs to come up, and some curly kill right here. Let's see. Now that I've cleared this path, I can get to the jalapeno peppers. This one, it has a lot of flowers. It has a lot of peppers on it, but they're turning red, so I may go ahead and take them off. This one seems to be doing better. This one has a lot of nice green jalapeno peppers that actually look like they're supposed to. So this one is doing good. And down here is another patch of sweet potatoes. Look like the worms are tearing them up, but they're still growing. So I added some bone meal and some more bloom to them as well. All right, let me get out of here. So those are the projects that I've been working on, but I came out today. The final thing I want to do in this video is I want to do a harvest. So I'm going to sit you guys down while I take care of this harvest. And what we're harvesting is eggplants. So we're going to take care of that, y'all. And I went ahead and got an okra off before we started the video, trying to catch them before they get too big and too hard. So let's go ahead and get this eggplant off. All right, that's a Purple Beauty eggplant, and there's a couple more on here, but let's see. Do I want to get this one? I'll go ahead and get this one. I have the wrong scissors. Can't see. I gotta cut some of these leaves back. Finally. Alright. So these two, I don't like them to get too big, because then they have a lot of seeds in the middle. So this is about a good size for eggplants for me. All right. Okay, y'all. So before I go in, I want to work on these bean plants. Red kidney beans seems to be growing really, really well. And now that I have put them on the ground, I can kind of see in them and work a little bit better. So my goal today is to remove some of these yellow and damaged leaves, and just kind of go through it and make sure everything is okay. I've already added some additional fertilizer to the pot. So if that's what's turning the leaves yellow, they should be okay. So let me bring you guys down so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because I'm just talking but y'all can't see them. All right, so these are what I'm talking about. So red kidney beans. So I basically just been pulling like pods that didn't develop, pulling them off, and if it had like a yellow leaf or a brown leaf, I am just pulling it off so that the plant can focus on developing the pods, and the pods you know, getting big and getting to where they need to be. So these leaves on here really don't need to be here. So I've kind of went through it once, but yeah, all these leaves, they're not doing anything for the plant other than taking nutrients that the plant can use in other ways. These are not too bad, so I don't want to take all the leaves, but this is what the pods are looking like right now. So some of them are looking good, like this one, looking good, but not quite ready yet. So the research that I've done on them says for the beans to grow and the pods are going to start turning brown, and I've heard that you can pull the whole plant up out of the soil, flip it upside down and hang it upside down and let the pods dry, and once they turn like a tan color, and you could shake it and you could hear the beans moving around in the pods, that means the pods, the beans are ready to be harvested. And I've seen another way. I didn't really do a lot of research on the other way. I think the way that I just described might be what I decide to do. I'm not sure, but yeah, first time growing red kidney beans, and I'm happy with them so far. I just have to, I'm gonna get over to this other plant, the one over here, and go through it and pull some of the leaves off, clean it up a little bit, and just water it. All right, guys, I am about to cut this video. I don't want it to be super long. Like I said, I'll go ahead and do those leaves off camera, but I just wanted to come on and give you guys an update on the projects of the garden, projects I've been doing, completing, what's growing in the garden, what's not growing in the garden, and yeah, I come out and maybe do a little work. Once the sweat starts running down my face, I will go inside, wipe my face, cool off, and then I will come back out and try to do a little bit more. So that has been what I have been able to do as far as the garden. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I'm waiting for fall. I'm waiting for the fall weather. I'm waiting for the little cooler weather. And we can use a little rain. Not too much, but we could use a little rain. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be blessed. I will talk to y'all later.